interested in laser hair removal, and especially if you are like me and maybe you're olive skin tone and have thicker hair, which makes you much more interested because it's way harder to manage, watch this video. I'm gonna go through some facts about laser hair removal, IPL, and a handheld device you can use at home. Hey guys, what's up? It's Dr. Mona, and today's video is about hair removal. This topic is definitely, it hits home for me because I've struggled with just that issue since I was younger. You know, I'm Persian, and for anyone watching this who's Persian, you know that girls, we have a lot of hair on our arms and our legs, and it even starts at a young age. It's especially difficult if you grew up in a small town or if there weren't that many other ethnicities around you. It almost makes you a little bit different. That's how I felt growing up, and I swear it gave me a complex. Because sometimes those little things when you're younger can literally give you a complex your whole life. So I hated how I had hair on my legs. I'll never forget, it was second grade class, and we were having a pool party in class, and we had to wear bathing suits. And I was so embarrassed. I didn't want to wear a bathing suit. I was dreading it all week. You know how kids make a huge deal out of situations like this. So anyway, this topic is near and dear to my heart. I actually did laser hair removal in, I think, 9th grade, before it was a thing, but it was much more difficult. So now there's obviously lots of places that offer it, and there's handheld devices, which is what I wanted to talk about in this video. This one is by Kenzie, so I'm going to kind of go through how it works, and this is actually an IPL. So IPL is a little bit different than laser hair removal, but they are similar in a lot of ways. So both of them basically use heat when you apply them to damage the hair follicle, and then it kind of kills off the hair. Nothing works right away. You definitely have to do this multiple times. I ended up going probably in my, when I was 25, I did laser hair removal for about a year. I did it on my arms, my underarms, and I went every month for about a year. So it was a bit of a timely process, but it worked. I've actually never done my legs because it was, you paid per area, so it was too expensive to do this area. And I was I can deal with that myself. But it did work. So now there's all these devices you can use at home. So they both use heat, IPL versus laser. So IPL stands for intense pulse light. So it's actually using broad spectrum light to kill the hair follicle, versus a laser, which uses laser technology. So because IPL uses broad spectrum light, it can actually cover a larger area at a time than laser. So whereas laser, you might have to go in specific areas, this can actually hit, target a bigger area while you're doing it. So that's good because you don't have to be as specific. Sometimes it can take more sessions versus laser, so it just depends on what you're looking for. This one is a really great device, and it's using IPL. The other cool thing about IPL is it's used for so many different things. I actually first learned about it when it was for getting rid of scars on your skin. It can be used for spider veins. It can be used for hair removal. So depending on what you're using it for and how you use it, you can get a lot of different settings. It can do different things. For hair removal, it's basically targeting the melanin on the hair, which is that darker color. So this is actually a great point. If you have light blonde hair, if you have really light leg hair, arm hair, it's not going to work as well on you. It does work better on darker hair because that's the pigment that it's targeting. That brings me to my next point. It's actually not indicated or meant for people to use that have darker skin tones. I actually fall right in that middle category depending on my spray tan at the moment or my suntan. Right now, I'm a bit more tan because I spray tanned. So I wouldn't be able to use it on my arms. The example I'm gonna show you is gonna be under my arms because this is an area that's my true skin color that doesn't get much sun, that doesn't really get spray tan, so I could use it here. If I wanted to use it on my arms, I would make sure that I had no spray tan, no suntan. I would even recommend waiting a full 2 weeks before any of that, any color is on you. If you're not sure if you fall into that kind of medium range, please ask a dermatologist because you don't want to end up damaging your skin. It can cause inflammation, sometimes scarring, so that's super important to know. But if you have very light skin and dark hair, you are actually the perfect candidate for this, so lucky you. I'm a good candidate sometimes. I guess it just depends on my tan. So I love that it's a handheld device, super easy to use, it's light, it's portable. So you basically turn it on by pressing the power button in the back, and then you're gonna press the big button in the front, and that will help you choose what level you want. You can choose anywhere from level 1 to 5. I always recommend starting at a level 1 and just seeing how you react to it, and you can go up from there. Make sure the device is laying flat on your skin and go over each area about 3 times. Every time it hits an area, you'll see the light blink. So it's actually as easy as that. Always make sure to moisturize after. Also, before you do it, make sure that the area is shaven. You want to make sure there's no hair there and it's clean and dry. After, you can just moisturize, and that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. One thing I also want to note is that it does take multiple uses to show effect. So usually it can take anywhere from like 6 to 12 months. For me, even when I did it in office, it took about a year to see like full results where it didn't come back, and it still comes back, but just much lighter and not as thick, the hair. So let me know if you like handheld devices like this, or if you guys prefer kind of going into office. I'm always curious like what other people's preferences are. I feel like lately for me, I like doing more things at home because it's like driving there, parking, paying for parking, like waiting. Whereas if I could just like have it be all my leisure time, all the wellness beauty stuff just like gets to be so time consuming and expensive. So if you can do it at home, like I think it's just a better idea. But anyway, if you do try it, let me know. I will put the link and a discount code in the description, and I'll see you next time. If you want to try Kenzie for yourself, be sure to click the link in my description and use code MONA40 for $40 off with free shipping.